Today in PB and Cashew, we're going to be playing a simple game of Would You Rather. Hit it.
What's up, PB Cashew boy? It's your boy Cashew, and right beside me is PB. What's up, PB?
What's up, Cash? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. It's a day off today, which is awesome. So I didn't have to go to work today, so it's neat.
We
Get
just
to
want
do
to
a lot of stuff.
We just want to let people know that we're actually doing a pre-recording for Saturday since we're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna be busy, but
There's going to be a few things. I got to work late and all these other fun stuff. But we still have an awesome show for you today, don't we?
yes, it's gonna be a very interesting one. You're gonna get to know us a little bit better.
Just to know us a little bit better. Just before we go, do you have any shout outs that you want to give out to anybody at all?
I don't. Do you?
I think I shouted out my friend Gio, so I'm just going to shout out our other really good friend, John, who also gives us a lot of input in terms of our production of our video. And also everybody else that's been listening. Again, Frankfurt, you're our favorite German listener because you're our only German listener. I don't know where this person is. I really would love to get like a post or a comment just saying who this person is, because I think that would be so cool just to see who this person is.
It would actually be cool. So this one is a little bit different. It's actually a Would You Rather episode.
Would you rather? Yes.
I don't know how it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be interesting. You know, PB was getting my case like, I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea. I'm like, we got this.
The more that I thought about it, it's kind of good. So rather than talk about it, we're just gonna get right into it. So if all of you know how Would You Rather is, you ask a question about one or two things. It's like, would you rather do A or B, or would you rather have A or B, and you discuss it. So Cash had the initiative and sent in his questions to put out there. So, and I have a few as well, and we'll see. We'll take the pick of the litter and hit it really good. So, do you want to start with one of your questions, or do you want me to ask you one of my questions?
I think I'll do mine. But before we do, also, if you guys ever have a Would You Rather, you can always, like, if we have YouTube, comment a Would You Rather, and we'll answer it. And maybe we might bring in the show. We never know.
Yeah, I think maybe it could be a cool segment of the week. It could be like the Would You Rather question of the week. But once again, it's a family show. I know that we discuss some really, like, heavy things, but in general, it's still a family show, so please make sure that there's no profanity or it's something that you would share with your kids.
All right. My first Would You Rather. Would you rather fight a bear or a lion?
This is pretty easy. I would rather fight a lion because I think I'm too small to make myself look big to fight a bear. How about you?
A lion. And the reason why I say lion is because if you look at it, it's the king of the whole, like, jungle. If you think about it. And so if you beat the king, obviously you'll become the king. If you think about it like that.
I guess so. That actually works. I would agree with that. I think also with the lion is that because it stalks around, I think you could probably try to flank it. Or here's my question: am I armed when I'm fighting these animals?
No,
hand to hand.
Hand to hand.
Yeah, then lion, because there's no way I'm escaping a bear.
The only reason why I thought about that was with David.
David.
In the Bible.
So you're getting some biblical truths here. It's awesome. You're getting everything here today at PB and Cashew. You want me to give one of my questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. My question is, would you rather visit South America or Europe?
That's a tough one. Maybe Europe. I think Europe is more safe. Because South America does have some dangerous countries. In there, I'm not going to lie about that. I think
Beautiful countries,
but
though.
they are
beautiful countries.
What about you?
I think I would. I've been wanting to go to Europe forever, so I would go to Europe. And plus, a lot of places in South America remind me of the Philippines a lot, so I just would kind of like to get a great change of pace. Would love to see Chile, Argentina, and Brazil, though.
Yeah, I like to see Rio.
Rio, yeah.
Rio from Brazil, yeah, there. I wouldn't want to go to the slums. Like, I wouldn't want to go to the bad areas.
I heard that they are very dangerous, but oh my goodness, I have a really good friend of mine who was a writer who lived in the favelas for a long time, and he wrote a book for it. If I remember it, I will make sure I mention it in another thing. a great movie about the favelas is this movie called City of God. You ever seen that?
I heard of it. I don't know if I've seen
It's
it.
an excellent movie. I think it won one of the international Oscars. Yeah, Europe. I definitely love to see that because I wanted to go to Europe forever. Like, did you know when I was a little kid, I really wanted to go live in Switzerland because of my grandfather.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said I don't know if he went to Switzerland or if he had pictures of Switzerland. But I always really liked Switzerland growing up, so I hopefully will live in Switzerland one of these days.
Yeah, that sounds nice. All right, my second one would you rather live in the moon or Mars?
Oh, Mars easily because Mars I think has actual traces of water, and based on the Matt Damon movie, you can grow potatoes on it.
I say the moon. I just want to. The only reason why I say the moon is because I want to just see Earth. You know, I want to be closer to Earth.
You could, I think,
I'm saying like closer. I think you would be more closer to Earth, and you could just see it more.
So you want the Earth rise? You know, when the rotation, the Earth's coming
yeah,
up. Okay.
I want to see that. I think that'd be pretty sick, honestly.
But the thing about moon though is I don't know if there's any water on the moon, so you'd have to have super extra technology. Whereas when you go to Mars, I think with not as much technology, it can start actually growing stuff. So. We're referencing a lot of movies. Watch The Martian, and that helps you answer your question.
All right, what's your second one?
Oh, this is on. I like this one. Would you rather be a hero in the Spider-Man universe or a villain?
I want to say a hero.
Oh, hero. Okay.
I want to actually be a hero, and the reason why I say hero is because when you're a villain in the Spider-Man universe, they kind of are rude to you. You know what? The only ones that people really know about, let's be real, like, I was talking about like this, they really are like, they're not really afraid of others except like the Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know, I feel like if you're a hero, it'd be more easier for me, you know?
Right.
And not only that, it's like, I don't really like being a villain, honestly. I don't know, that's just me in general.
Yeah, I would think, trying to think which villain in the Spider-Man universe I'd like to be, and the only person I can think of is Kingpin.
Oh,
I think it'd be cool to be Kingpin.
And you know what's so funny about Kingpin? Kingpin was originally a Spider-Man villain, but then they switched him to Daredevil.
To Daredevil, right? But he still fits in the universe.
Yeah, he
he
still fits in the universe.
Because that's what the thing that surprised me too. Whenever I watched Daredevil, which I heard they're bringing back, which is great.
They're bringing back actually all the. I think they're gonna bring all of them back.
Excellent. Okay, that's cool.
I know they announced that they're gonna try slowly but surely bring back Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, like put them in a movie or something like that. Just have them in the MCU universe.
Not Iron Fist, right?
No, he's gonna be there too. You need Iron Fist. I know you hate him, but you're gonna need Iron Fist.
We need to just.
Which one would you be? Actually, is the question.
Oh, in them.
Yeah.
In like the Defenders kind of place. I don't know. I think I'd love to be Daredevil, because I really like that series.
That's true. I like Daredevil a lot.
It's a lot better than the Ben Affleck movie. See, again, we're referencing movies with all of these ones.
All right, my third one is. Wait, we never asked. Would you be a Spider-Man hero or villain?
I said probably. I tried to be a villain just to see, as I said, Kingpin.
Oh yeah. Would you rather be in a comic book or a video game?
Comic book, pretty easily. Because, I think video game, it has to end at one particular point. With comic books, it can just keep going and going, and then can go multi-generational like Batman does. So I chose comic book for that one.
I would say comic book as well, because even though I like video games, I think it would be awesome to be a comic book character. I don't know, that's just me and being honest.
I think that's the other thing also is that most of the transitions happen when you have a comic book, you can make a video game out of it.
Yeah, you can.
So,
or it's the same thing with the show. If you make a show, you can make a video game out of it.
Correct. So I think, but you need to have that base story first, and I think that base story at a comic book level is probably better.
All right, what's your next one?
Oh, this is a cool one. Would you rather own a professional franchise or play for a professional franchise?
Own. I would rather own a professional franchise, and the reason why I say own is because I want to see how I can do. Let's be honest. We talk about sports. Like we're talking about the Knicks. I want to see how I can do as an owner, getting my own even if we're talking about sports, my own head coach, our own staff members. I want to see how I can do and bring a challenge to me.
Yeah, the GM. Matt likes playing the GM mode in most of the things. In fact, he just plays GM in life. Like, he'd love to have the head office job at the New York Knicks if he could. I too would also probably be like the GM. I'd like to make all the different kind of decisions in terms of that. But it would be very tough, but it'd be exciting to also do. You know what I'm saying?
Since we talked about it, what would you do different if you were like a front office from the Knicks?
Oh, front office from the Knicks. Oh, this episode is brought to you by Canada Dry because it was the only soda we had in the house. Front office from the Knicks.
Yeah, because I want to know what would you do? Like,
I don't know. I think it would just be to continue to foster the younger talent. Maybe get a younger coach. Maybe take a look at the pool of coaches in the NCAA tournament, and like maybe the younger ones or the ones that are doing really well. See if they can get a younger voice in there. You know, to that's the only thing I would do, and probably just change the whole dynamic of like try to find exactly what it is about being in the New York Knicks that pushes people away. Like why did Kyrie not come to the Knicks instead of going to Brooklyn? You know, those kind of things are the things that I would probably try to investigate because I don't really know for sure what it is, but I'd like to investigate it and then.
There was a couple of reasons. One reason is because the Knicks didn't want to give Durant a max contract, and since they didn't want to do that, you know, Kyrie would have gone. If they would have done that, Durant probably would have taken. That was the rumor, so they didn't want to do that because of his health, though. Because at that time, when he was a free agent, I think he torn his ACL. I think he torn his Achilles. I think it was his Achilles.
Since we're on the topic of, I know this is a sidebar, but I just have to ask this: how do you feel about Aaron Judge not taking the extension for the New York Yankees?
I know a lot of people are upset about that. I think it was a smart idea, smart for him. And here's why I say that. I know you're gonna look at me, I'm crazy, but this is a time where Judge he's gonna have to prove to himself that I am a really good baseball player. And think about it like this. They stall it. He said that they stalled the contract.
They did.
They did stall the contract, and that's what he was upset about. He kept telling him, I want to be a Yankee, so I want to be a Yankee. So now he's going to give pressure to the Yankees to give him a better contract deal.
I see. You know, at first, I was very upset and not necessarily lost respect for Aaron Judge, but the more that I thought about it, the more it made sense. Because again, you know what? One of the things that's crazy about this episode, how many times we mentioned movies today. But when I watched the movie Moneyball, it's not about the money. It's about what the money represents. And so if all of these other franchise players are getting paid that amount of money, like I heard somebody's making $356 million, and then this guy's supposed to be the face of the Yankees, and you're only gonna give him 263 or 216 million.
I think it was like 230 million.
Yeah, 230 million. Yeah, that's like saying, okay, you're good and we love you, but you're not worth as much as such and such. So,
and like I said, not only that, you know, you have to think of it as a business perspective.
It's a business perspective.
Now, the Yankees have to see. You know, first of all, Judge has to play a good. Judge is gonna have to play good, and honestly, it's his last year. Obviously, when it's your last year, you notice this, especially in the NBA, they always play well. Players always play good.
Yeah.
So then now you're going to get the Yankees that be like, oh, you know, now he's going to go to all the 30 teams. We had to try to really get him back.
Right.
And honestly, I'm going to say this. No matter what, I think he'll come back as a Yankee. Like, because he really loves being a Yankee.
Yeah, he's just an awesome part of this franchise. In fact, he's like he's the true superstar of this team. Like, if I was to pick a captain for this team,
there's Judge.
I would probably pick Aaron Judge.
And then, you know what? It's for another side.
Or Stanton. I think Stanton would.
Stanton
would make a good.
Here's another side note. It's the same thing we're having with the Knicks with Mitchell Robinson. Now you have to figure out if you extension. You have to try to figure out how much money to give him. And honestly, I think the Knicks should get him back.
Yeah. So I think it's now clear to all of you out there, really, why we would love to be just owners of the team rather than players of the team.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. Oh, my turn to answer questions. Yes, go.
No. I'm in the wrong page. Would you rather be in a Marvel universe or the DC universe?
Easy, Marvel universe.
Ooh. Yeah.
But.
Go ahead.
But, if I'm Batman, does that mean that I get to hang out with Gal Gadot a lot?
I don't know. Because I'm just saying, just in general, like a character, like your own character.
Oh, like my own character.
Like your own character.
Like Filipino man.
Yeah, your own character. You want to be in the Marvel
Captain
universe
Captain
DC
Filipino.
Universe?
Actually, that's kind of curious. I wonder. Okay, everybody out there in internet land, is there an actual Filipino superhero that's done by Marvel? Comment on put it in the comments below if you know any. Not like from the Philippines, like because I know there's a lot of really cool comic book superheroes, but a Marvel Filipino superhero.
I'm trying to think about that right now.
I know there's Asian ones, but like I'm thinking specifically Filipino superhero. So, okay.
So you said Marvel?
I would do Marvel, yeah.
I think I would do Marvel too. Don't get me wrong, I like DC, but when it comes to which one, I'm more of a Marvel fan. Me being honest, I'm more of a Marvel fan. If you tell me who's your favorite character, it's Batman. But if you tell me which one's your favorite, comic or
franchise,
universe franchise, I say Marvel. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that one.
All right, your turn.
It's another sports one. I don't know if you'd get this one, but this is another sportsman. Okay, to win the World Series, would you rather pitch to Babe Ruth or bat against Roger Clemens?
Well, that's a tough one. They're both good. Say Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens.
You said?
Yeah.
You said to
Babe Ruth. Would you rather pitch to Babe Ruth or bat against Roger Clemens?
Babe Ruth. And the reason why I say Babe Ruth is because Babe Ruth is so popular, and you know what? He was really good. Imagine you get him strike out, you will be like that'd be cool. Honestly.
You know that I chose Babe Ruth also. You know why? Because Babe Ruth struck out a lot also.
Yeah, but he's also good though.
But
Babe Ruth was nasty.
To be legendary is something that I think would be to strike out the Bambino. I like what what's his name? Pedro Martinez said long time ago. Take the Bambino out of the grave. I pitched to him too. I really like that. Not for nothing. I know some Yankee fans might hate me for this, but I really like Pedro Martinez a lot. I don't like him for throwing Don Zimmer to the ground. I didn't like that. But Pedro Martinez, if you ever I think you're great. One of the greatest of ever. I think that after me asking that question, you have a question that's very similar to what I asked.
Would you rather meet Paul Rudd or Ryan Reynolds?
I actually have my own Paul Rudd and Ryan Reynolds question, so I would It's tough because we both like Paul Rudd and Ryan Reynolds, but I would really like to meet Paul Rudd. I don't know, because he's Paul Rudd, and he's he's Paul Rudd. I'm not gonna say the phrase.
Go ahead, say it.
I'm not gonna say it. Jose's not here, so but if you saw our was it Paul Rudd episode?
It was the what we were talking about Marvel versus DC. No, it was not. It was just the Marvel
phases. So yeah. We all know and love Paul Rudd in the show, but I think that'd be cool. But I'd like to meet Ryan Reynolds also. But I think that I would. I don't know. It's a tough one. It really is a tough one.
I got my answer. I like both of them, but you could also say Ryan Reynolds is the same situation because he did win that before that award.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would like to meet Ryan Reynolds, and the reason why I say Ryan Reynolds is because he's just goofy all the time. That's how he's just goofy. Like, if you follow him on Instagram, he's just goofy. He's awesome. Don't get me wrong, Paul Rudd is awesome too, but Ryan Reynolds is awesome.
But what if, you meet him in real life and they're not, goofy like that? He'll be like, hello, Matthew. I'm Ryan Reynolds.
I doubt that.
How are you?
I don't know. I doubt it.
I like mayonnaise.
I doubt it. I doubt that's gonna be. I think they're gonna be like that. I think that's just their personality.
Hello, Matthew. I'm Paul Rudd. But I like both of them. I actually can, if I would, can I ask this question?
Go ahead, ask it.
Okay. Would you rather have Paul Rudd or Ryan Reynolds as your teammate in 2-on-2 basketball?
And now let me ask you this question: is it the Paul Rudd with Ant-Man and Ryan
Reynolds with Deadpool? Just standard normal Paul Rudd or Ryan Reynolds.
I gotta say Ryan Reynolds because I feel like Ryan Reynolds trash talking will be too funny.
I think I would pick Ryan Reynolds too. I think
his trash talking will be too funny.
No, and he's I think also really good at basketball. I heard.
I'm not sure, but all I just know is that I feel like he'll just say some funny stuff on your when he's trash talking.
It's like
did your mama made that shot or something? If they miss or something like that.
You call that a crossover? I taught Iverson, bro, or something like that.
Something like that. Okay, let's see. Would you rather be in an anime show or a cartoon show?
You know what my answer was to that? Avatar.
The last.
I'd like to be an Avatar and Last Airbender because it's both, I think. But I think, to be honest, probably a cartoon.
Really? You know what I'll say? I say anime.
You say an anime?
The reason I say anime is because, like, don't get me wrong, I love cartoon shows, but anime is just...
Because
they have some cool sequences. Though.
Here's the thing with
like, for example, Dragon Ball Z. Like, Dragon Ball, come on, bro.
No, I'm not down in it. I'm one of the biggest anime fans there is. But I think the reason why I would probably want to do a cartoon is because there's a lot of... Some of the storylines in anime that I really like can also be done in drama. So it's really no different.
I guess.
But with cartoons, it's a little bit more wackier, I think. But again, my answer
anime can be a little wacky.
Anime can be extremely far fetched. But that's why I answered when I answered this question. I said I'd like to be in Avatar because you don't know if it's a cartoon or an anime.
You could do the same to a Pokemon because it's an anime and a cartoon.
Technically, it is an anime. It's an anime.
Some people say it's a cartoon too.
No, but it's an anime.
It's supposed to be an anime, but some people put it.
They
put it in both the categories.
But I think if it's originally an anime, then it's an anime because like Digimon is an anime.
I love
Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. It's the Jamaican Sailor Moon.
Oh gosh.
We got to use the moon powers.
Okay, what's going on?
Get just the moon power. Okay, goodness gracious, this is gonna be a worst episode ever.
All right, let's go. Let's go to a different one now.
You gotta admit that's kind of funny.
That was just Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon.
It's Sailor Moon though.
I hope I don't get we don't get rocked by people saying, "Oh, you have really bad Jamaican impressions." All right, Mike.
Your turn.
Was it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather have pizza forever or tacos forever?
Tacos.
Really?
What type of tacos? Is it like
the best tacos there is? Like
tacos.
Like.
Tacos, no doubt.
Good old.
Have you ever went to Chicago, went to a Mexican restaurant, had some good tacos?
Tacos.
Even if you talk about burritos, also.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like pizza, but I feel like I'll get tired of it. Where if it's like a different type of
tacos. Oh,
I'll take taco.
Tacos I'd like tacos forever. Like even when I go to Taco Bell, it's like I end up ordering more tacos than the actual thing that I ordered.
But I'm going to say this: Taco Bell is
not real Mexican
tacos.
food.
If you ever have real Mexican tacos, if you ever went to a real Mexican restaurant, which they had them a lot in Chicago, you're gonna be like, okay, no, this beats Taco Bell.
This beats Taco Bell, hands down.
All right. Would you rather play one-on-one basketball game with Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Michael Jordan, because he'll beat me. But I'll say I played one-on-one against Michael Jordan.
You wanna know why I say Michael Jordan? It's because it'll be fun. Him trash talking me. I don't know why he is a funny trash talker.
Oh, you got skills, little man.
He goes, I'm the GOAT. Who do you think you are?
Yo, I'm gonna play like this. I'm gonna play one arm behind my back. Son, back off, man. That's why I think that Michael Jordan. I think we need to. The Last Dance. See, there's another movie that's referenced to that.
The documentary. Let's go.
Ooh, shameless plug. Did you hear about the next series that they're gonna be doing for on ESPN?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Was this a Stephen Curry one?
No. No.
Aren't they doing the Warriors one though?
No, not yet. The one that I saw yesterday, I was just like,
what is it? I'm trying to think. I can't think.
Derek Jeter.
Oh yeah, they're doing a Derek Jeter one. I forgot.
It's called The Captain. Oh, I cannot wait to see it.
They did a Magic Johnson one, kind of. It's like a little show. I think it's like a show.
No, there's that's Showtime on HBO.
No, they did another one, recent one.
Another recent one?
I think
because there's this really good one of
where is it at? I'm trying to remember.
Celtics Lakers that they have in on.
Yeah, they're making. I think
they made another one.
They're making another one. I forgot.
Because they made another one about Magic too when he came out about having.
This
AIDS.
one's more mature adults though.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, so it's like.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
All right, let's go to the next one. So it's your turn.
Okay. Would you rather go to the South Pole or the North Pole?
Oh, North Pole, I guess. I don't know. That was a tough one.
I think it's North Pole would be
I
mine.
think the North Pole.
Because I think North Pole is a little bit more accessible. South Pole is just cold.
I mean, let's be honest
It's
with you.
just
No one talks
cold.
really about the South Pole. They talk more about the North Pole. And we know why they talk more about the North Pole. Because Santa Claus is there.
Who's Santa Claus?
Don't start this. Let's change it out. Let's go to a different subject.
Next question.
Next question. Would you rather
Oh, I love this question.
time
I
travel
love
back
this question.
in time, like back to the past, I meant to say, not in time, back in the past, or time travel to the future?
When you travel back to the future, another movie.
Which one, though?
Okay, never mind. I think that I would like to go back to the past because I think if you go to this is more of those I forget what kind of those physics kind of things. Like I think if you go to the future, it's gonna affect like the present or something like that.
I think it depends if, like, okay, let's say if it's my future self and they meet the present self of me, I think that can mess it up. That's how it mostly is. Like, if you do time travel, you gotta make sure they don't see you or someone doesn't see you, because then it can mess up the whole
Its whole timeline, right? Right.
I would say, honestly, I would time travel to the future. Because even if it's the same thing with the past, though. If they see you in the past, too, it's like, it doesn't matter. You mess up the time. The reason I say the future is because I just want to see what happens a little bit, and then I just go back, you know?
But that's the thing that's kind of crazy because, like, if you know what's going to happen in the future, well, I guess then you could go back and prevent certain things. Like, let's say if you go into the future, right? And then you see that you're going to get hit by this Buick on this particular day. And so you know what? That day, I'm not going to get hit by that Buick. But by you not getting hit by that Buick causes some sort of ripple, and then we have a Loki situation.
Yeah, like that. I just go...
You're a time variance.
Yeah, basically, TVA will just take me. All right.
Multiverse Matthews. That's kind of crazy. Okay, it's my turn. This is gonna be I think simple. I think I already know the answer to this. Would you rather have McDonald's for life or Wendy's for life?
Is it, am I paying it or is it for free?
It's nuts. It's forever. Like
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
I
thought so as well.
Come on, bro. Frosties. Frosties are too.
Breakfast.
Not only breakfast. The Baconator is fantastic.
So it probably means that if you did have Wendy's for life, you'd be dead a lot quicker. Cause
I mean, it doesn't matter.
You'd be eating.
McDonald's is the same way.
No, but like the bacon. Have you seen the? If you've seen what the Baconator looks like, folks, it is bad for you, but so good.
All right. Number 9. Would you rather have flying cars or flying trains?
That's the thing. Why did you choose trains?
I was gonna say like cars that could. Okay, how about this? Would you rather have flying cars or have cars that could go underwater?
Flying cars or submarine cars?
Oh, like a submarine cars. There you go.
Submarine cars or flying cars? I would go with flying cars.
Flying cars? I would probably go with submarine cars, just so I could go around the ocean, not get attacked by a shark, but see what's around the ocean.
It's interesting that how some of our questions can fit with each other, because my question... Oh, I would prefer flying cars because I've always wanted flying cars. Okay, when I was a little kid, there used to be this Hasbro cartoon show called Mask.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And what was cool about Mask is that it, they had vehicles that would transform into a combat mode. My favorite thing there was the car that could fly. Its doors would open up like a DeLorean, and it could fly, because I was like, man, if I had a car like that, I could go see Mom in the United States if I had to.
Yeah. All right. Your would you rather?
My would you rather. See, you talked about being underwater, so this is an interesting question. Would you rather be a shark or a killer whale?
I think a killer whale. Because I think a killer whale eats almost anything, right?
Killer whale, actually. It's
sharks,
the
right?
one predator in the ocean that a shark cannot beat.
So yeah, I'll be a killer whale. Killer whale.
Killer whales.
Because I don't want a shark to mess with me.
But
I'll just smack him with my tail like, get away.
There is one drawback to being a killer whale. You'd have to be in captivity in SeaWorld. That's the only drawback.
Nah, I'm going to be that killer whale that you can't catch me. You try to catch me, I'll smack you with my tail. I'm gonna be like Will Smith, what he did with Chris Rock. Smack you with my tail, bro.
Don't you ever... I'm not gonna say that.
Don't you ever disrespect me. Stop.
I'm a whale!
Alright. My would you rather? Would you rather be a baseball player or a basketball player?
Probably baseball player. No, actually, that's actually like okay. Here's my sub question of this question: am I already really really good at both at either one? Like, let's say that I'm at the. Are you saying that?
Like you're
Would you?
starting off and you want to play between, but you're good at. Let's say you're good at.
Like
Both
I'm
of them. You're
excellent.
good at both of them. You're good at base because there's players, basketball players that could play baseball. There's baseball players that could play basketball. Would you rather play baseball or basketball?
I'd play baseball.
Baseball.
I'd play baseball because I don't know. There's just something about baseball, and the more I've been watching so much baseball in the last 3 days, I think I probably watched more baseball games in the last 3 days than I have in like the last 2 years. But from what I've always liked about baseball, and there's a beauty in basketball. Don't get me wrong in that, but there is a certain extra degree of beauty in baseball that I like. I like what Walt Whitman said. It's like baseball is our game. It's the American game. It'll heal our losses and be a blessing to us.
You ready to hear my response?
What?
Basketball player. And here's why I say basketball player. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Basketball? Matthew
well, no,
choosing
this is
basketball.
reason. Have you noticed this? And this is me being honest. Have you noticed this? Between baseball and basketball, there's a lot of like I hardly see that many baseball players hang out with like the acting crowd and hang out with the rapping crowd. But not only that is I hardly see any baseball players that not that many baseball player goes into acting careers. Where in basketball, they do that. Think about it. Space Jam 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, and then you had like Charles Barkley, you had all these guys that are in those. Then Space Jam 2, you had like Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like basketball, they do more than just basketball, if that makes sense.
But in that same regard, I like baseball players better because it shows the baseball players are more down to earth, blue collar kind of guy.
I mean,
They're not always trying. It's not always about their brand. It's primarily also like because I don't really see a lot of baseball players doing that. They make cameos or something like that, but yeah, they're not in starring roles because they're not so focused on themselves. I think that.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter what they're always going to be focused.
I think there's a lot less prima donnas in baseball.
Yeah, there's a lot less prima donnas, but
but
me
there's
personally,
more in basketball.
I feel like for me personally, I wouldn't be a prima donna. For me personally, I would just probably because when I was younger, I always wanted to be like an actor. I wanted to, I don't know, a rapper. I'm not good at rapping, but and I always wanted to be a basketball player. So like I don't know. I feel like that's why I would choose more basketball.
Yeah, I think that.
And not only that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to do a baseball schedule because baseball they play almost every day.
That is true.
It's
every day.
Almost every day.
It's the longest.
It's the longest sport. And boy, basketball at least you could get 2 to 3 days off.
Oh, and let's not forget load management. Oh.
I wouldn't honestly. I'll be honest with you.
Still was one of the biggest keys.
I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't take load management. Like if my body is good and if I'm not hurting, and if I could actually play. That would be like, no, I don't want load management. But if I'm like hurt or if I'm not feeling good, if I'm feeling sick, I don't think I can play basketball.
Like there was a movie that I watched. I can't mention it because I don't think it's a good movie, but I saw like a bit of it, and I was captivated by this one particular line. The actor that was playing, I think it's a football movie, and the guy was like saying, what's so crazy about it today? These guys. It's because of television now. These guys they look so well built, but they're so easily injured.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things. It's like it's more for appearance rather than actual strength because I think that's one of the things about the other actor said. One thing that really killed professional sports was televised games because now you have to have like this particular look in order to make yourself super marketable.
Yeah. All right. The last would you rather.
But I don't know if I can ask this one now because you said you okay, in this particular thing, as either a villain or a hero, would you rather have a mountaintop base or an underground secret base?
Underground, and the reason why I say underground is because I guarantee you, most of the time when you have a mountaintop base, people realize, oh, that's the hero's base. But if you have a secret underground base and you don't even mention it, no one really finds it like that.
But what if like it's in a mountain range that nobody can kind of infiltrate?
Yeah,
like it's on the top of
people,
like
people,
Mount Everest or something.
people can try to infiltrate because they'll just fly up there.
True.
They'll just literally fly up there. If they have to, if you're a villain, you could fly up there. They'll just fly up there and infiltrate. If you have a secret under base, though, no one knows where you're at. Like not the main villains know about the Batcave.
That's true. That's true.
Bane found out. The only reason why Bane found out was because he finally figured out. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Bruce
Wayne
Wayne
is
is
Batman.
Batman because of his
Oh.
jaw figure. Literally, that's how you figure out because of the jaw figure.
The jawline, Batman. Your jawline, Batman, is exactly like Bruce Wayne's Batman.
But like, I'm telling you, I'd rather have a secret underground base.
Secret underground base. I think I would too, but I would like the mountaintop one for the better view.
Mm-hmm.
But for secrecy and protection, underground base I think would be the way to go.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. It was a pretty interesting episode.
Pretty interesting episode, I would have to admit. And so yeah, before we end off, we just again, if you have a would you rather that is very interesting or that you would like, put it in the comments below. We'll take a look at it. And you know what? If yours gets chosen next week, you get a special shout out. If you want to remain anonymous and secretive, we can do that too. And we can also put that for you next week. And do you have a last one that you can think of at the top of your head?
I gotta really think about that. You have one?
Not really, but I think we're probably going to do this as another episode. But if you can think of one in the next 5 seconds, in 5, 4, yeah.
Would you rather be an iPhone or Android?
I hate you. I guess for practicality's sake and because I got called out on it in church yesterday, I would like to probably have an iPhone.
An iPhone?
Yeah.
Obviously iPhone.
Because
I feel like, okay, I'm going to say, don't get me wrong, you could use some Androids. Some Androids can be
Androids are great.
But I feel like iPhone, Apple is more for business. I feel like it's for more business.
Yeah, because I think with it, it's whenever you're trying to connect with more people, I think iPhone is the thing. Like all of my coworkers have iPhones. All my whole family has iPhones. Everybody in church has iPhones. And like yesterday, I sent our pastor a text with a picture. It's actually a picture of one of our colleagues, but I'm not going to say who. And he tried to send it back to me, but it just kept not sending, and Pastor forgot that I didn't have an iPhone.
Yeah, and another thing is when we text you in a group chat,
it's weird.
It's always the green one. It's always with the green one. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, oh, it's Brother Fred.
Yeah,
it's Fred. It's
and
Fred.
When I get sent messages from all of the iPhone guys, it's like, this is coming up as a multimedia message. So yeah, thank you T-Mobile for not allowing me to trade in my my Galaxy for an iPhone.
All right.
Which stinks. You're the problem. Actually, no. I like you, T-Mobile, because you're giving me MLB TV for free. So thank you.
Well, like PB always say,
as we say every week, we don't know you, but we love you, and there's a God above who does. I'm PB.
I'm Cashew.
Peace out, PB Cashewville.